Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Tomb World Survival. I haven't really done any of the goals yet, so I'm leaving them still yet to be checked off and picking up from where I left off. So, the first thing that pretty much everybody and their cousins noticed was 11 wasn't restricted, so done. We got that restriction done. Kazumi, I'm guessing you are the only one. Yeah, you still have a lot of radiation. Alright, we have a little bit of a power shortage, so I'm going to turn off the extra stuff I don't need on. Cool. And let's turn this off too, because at the moment I could just mine the raw steel down there, and that's going to be faster and better. Alright, zone. I'm going to have limited radiation zone cover this area while I fill it in. And we'll slowly fill that in. So, some tips from you. Well, I really only got one tip, and it was from Travis. Well, I got other tips, but they're not ones I'm going over. Travis mentioned that I really shouldn't turn this into a deadfall trap, because I'm not allowed to make ceiling tiles, so it will be a one-shot trap, and I'd rather not it be a one-shot trap and then useless thereafter. So we will fix that, or rather not build it the way I had intended. Alright, what is going on? Stormy, you are going to deconstruct the steel traps. I think I've graduated away from steel now, so we'll get that set up nicely. Start to install incendiaries and the like. But at the moment, I just want the steel. Alright, so James and aggro. Oh, another thing I wanted to do is to... I guess it might be useful to do deadfall traps. So the kibble that we have as bait, I really ought to do some sort of deadfall trap in front of it to kill off any animals that try to encroach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up marble deadfall traps. They take a very, very, very long time to craft up, but that's totally fine. We'll just work on our construction skill. Alright, 11. If you moved this bed, you would actually have a bedroom. Can you believe that? Alright, setting these bedrooms up to be basically identical to one another. There you go, bedroom. See, isn't it nice? Alright. Taking a look at the rest of the bed, or rest of the base area. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do to get that honeypot done. But we're about to open up a lot of space, which is cool. So I'm going to reinstall this vanometric power cell up there. And now that I have these marble spike traps, I'm going to install them. One there. And then I'll install the other one right here, too. And this is so that if anyone tries to steal my beer or eat the kibble, they get spiked. Another thing I want to do is to make a proper hospital. So here we go. That's where it will be. Let's allow the butchering of creatures yet again, and disallow the insects until I run low on kibble. Which won't be for a while, I'll have a lot of it. Kazumi gets more carcinoma. Alright. This time a lung. Lucky you. Now, it is possible that enemies, or rather hungry animals, go at a diagonal. So for me to finish off this trap, I really should just have it be a little tunnel like that. No, the other problem is I have to step around or on that trap. I'll just uninstall this for now. Taking a look here, we need to close that door because that gives them access to the rice pile. And speaking of the rice pile, let's expand it so we can store more down there. Oops. Close that door. In fact, let's uninstall this light as well. I guess it's not in the limited radiation zone. Nope, it was not. Alright, we don't need to leave it out there. And someone wants safety. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. All right, we'll lay out all these bedrooms to be identical to one another, more or less, except for the heater. Janes, I'm gonna need you to mine some steel. We are excessively low on steel. So let's add that to the zones that we're allowed to go and have him mine some up. Even in the somewhat dark, it's pretty good. Another thing I wanted to do is research some carpet making. And that's for this bug trap area. As you can see, everyone is hauling this steel away faster than I can even mine it. That's good. It's going to where it's needed. And we're building a much better hospital as a result. Which can accommodate additional patients. Kazumi, you're almost out of the bad amount of radiation that you have. We're getting there. And you have radiation damage of an arm. So the only way for me to fix that is bionics. Alright, didn't want to have to do that, but fine. Making a bionic arm will be on my list of things to do. Let's power this on, and Aggro will start working on it. In fact, Aggro, it is your... well, I'll let you sleep. You're already half rested. It is his wife that needs the medical attention, so hopefully that comes through soon. Now we have all this additional steel, but unfortunately right now James is sharing a barracks with Cefalu because those are not separated yet. They will be soon. I'm also going to need a plasteel longsword for our new brawler, aren't I? It's going to be a lot of plasteel requirement, but that's okay. Alright, the old floors here, obviously going to get removed. Recycle, reduce, reuse. And then deconstructed. In fact, this might be a good opportunity to actually expand my kitchen area. Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. instead. And that way I'll be able to store this stuff way closer to where we're going to be using it. Because right now, as you can see, them hauling rice, it's pretty dreadfully inefficient. Alright, we are filling in all the holes that could cause infestations to occur where we don't want them. It does cause a little bit of radiation because, of course, this is not protected. But at the end of the day, we'll have a much more infestation-proof base, which is its own reward. 11. Okay, I never queued that up to be moved. Alright, these bedrooms are all set. All basically identical to one another, minus a heater. So, labor of love here. This is taking a long time. But anything to make it spider-proof, you know? Alright, power is routed around this, so let's go deconstruct and remove floors, and then I'll smooth it all out when we're done. Major break risk. I don't like that. He's hungry. And tired. I've been entombed. Oh, he's also hitting on Poppy. And that made him sad. He got rejected. Alright, carpet making is researched. Back to the sensors. Agro's now making advanced components to make Kazumi an arm. And then, now that we actually have a hospital, we could go ahead and excise the carcinoma of the lung and the heart. Oh man, that's some pretty brutal, nasty surgeries to be done. Stormy, why don't you do that? Another thing I'm going to do is keep my meds and body parts actually in the hospital here. And then we have room for additional beds if I need it. In fact, I can make some additional room. I'll have it. No, let's not do that. I don't really need the space yet. Alright, there's one carcinoma. Excised. Done and done. And here's number 2. And then that left arm will be replaced. Alright. 11 needs that weapon. Oh, meteorite. Sandstone meteorite. Lovely. Alright. All of the carcinoma is excised. And now we have a much larger backup food storage. So let's go copy the setting and copy the name and then paste it down. Paste the settings and then paste the name. Good. Good, good, good. if you're wondering why I have this strip of butchery here, it's so that normally it's just empty floor, which allows us to move around faster, get over to the smelter quicker, that kind of thing. Alright, continuing on with our tunneling up. Now, I am pretty obviously going to need to run power down here to illuminate part of this tunnel, or most of this tunnel. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is in efforts to avoid infestations where we don't want them. And how is Jane's? All right, still just initial. Good. Kazumi is now moving around with just a bum arm. That's not bad. And Aggro's already making the arm. Perfect. The sort of honeypot trap here, not yet done. We're working on it. I might even shrink it down a little bit. Just so that we don't have a large area to heat up. But I think one heater will actually be able to heat it up pretty nicely. Hospital looks good. It's larger. I'm not sure how I feel about the dresser jutting out in the middle of the room, but I can rearrange some things. In fact, I could honestly just get rid of the back door here. Replace it with a wall. Why don't I do that? And that sort of opens up the space considerably. Alright, I think I have some lights to reinstall. Maybe somewhere. Maybe not. I suspect not then. This comms console is going to have to move. I just don't want it there anymore. It's been there for a long time. We'll have it up there. Alright, after the bionic arm, let's just work on components. Peace talks quest. Nope. I like fighting the tribals. Maybe it's mean, but I like killing them. Alright, so one chair is not going to be television, but the rest of the chairs will be. That's a pretty nice barn, I guess it is. So, beauty here. We want the statue closer to the action so that it causes beauty. And then let's adjust the pet zone a little bit because we're moving the shelf. This can obviously be installed. I don't know. We just maybe do. I don't know. Put this one here. There we go. So now this is closer. So beauty. The table's not that beautiful. But if... Let's see, is this... Oh, James is already moving it. Alright, almost close enough. Let's go even closer. Alright, so now it's beautiful when you're eating and recreating all that jazz. Do I want to try to figure out how to put the billiards closer? I might not bother doing that. One thing I sort of wanted to do was to enclose the barn in its own space. And that way I won't have the barn designation. And also that the pets won't be sort of approached or whatever. So that's going to mean I'm going to need to move the turret a little bit. Ideally, I'd want a turret maybe there. Alright, that looks good to me. And we'll continue the honey pot. It's a lot of progress that needs to be made on that front. So with that, I need a light down here and maybe here. Oh, starflight sensors, done. Let's go reactor. And soon we're going to be making the ship. I know, you're sad. I could sense it. But we've been doing so well. Yep, backup farm definitely working. Alright, we have the bionic arm done. Let's install left shoulder. And operate with real meds. Done. She went from having minus 15% to plus 25. A success story. Alright, so now this is a dining room, not a barn. Extremely impressive. And a little bit cleaner that we've shaved off the particularly ugly dirt. And Fibmechanites everybody gets. Nice. Alright, assignments. Regular meds for everybody. Or herbal meds, rather. I don't have that many regular meds. That looks a little bit better. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the new layout. I really do. Alright, the backup storage here can definitely be darker. Doesn't need to be illuminated. We don't have any cooks at the moment. Hired gun, guess what? You're hired. Didn't have any cooks because Kazumi's bedridden. Simple meals. We want to do... Oh, make any worker. There we go. Alright. Very nice. We are mining out the rest of the steel down here, and then we'll use it to honeypot. Let's see. I want Jane's. You temporarily will mine over construct so that you can continue mining. And we'll have someone else construct the honeypot stuff. I'm probably eventually going to get rid of those shells there and store them somewhere else. Let me activate my power. Shells. Where to put them? Oh, I need kibble. Marble shelf. Important for kibble. This will not allow kibble. Guys, you gotta feed your chickens. What's going on here? There we go. Just force it. Alright, looking good. Quite good. And then we'll work to fill that in. I'm surprised I haven't had any events going on. What are your needs, Janes? You need a sleep? You're continually getting rebuffed. I understand. That makes every and any man sad. Nope. He is going to dig at the deep drill. Working off some steam, I see. Alright, I'm going to send him to deep drilling so he doesn't stop for a bit. Aggro's replacing our lack of components. And he's asleep. And I'm going to also have him take a wake up. Just trying to get work done a little bit faster, more efficiently. Alright, shells. Let's copy the zone, copy the settings, and it's probably not safe to put them here, but I'm going to put them here anyway. It's right next to the comms console that could go kablamo. Honestly, one of the safest places for it would be, funny enough, would be deep in this bedroom back here or something. So, you know, actually, I could... I'm thinking. I could dig out a little cubby hole here for the shells. That's doable. Janes! I think I gave you wake up. I didn't mean for you to sleep on the floor, given especially because you already had some mood problems, but that's entirely my bad of not babysitting you sufficiently. Damn, when did he become a speedy miner too? Alright, we'll fill that in, and then we have this nice bait cube. Oh, no, I don't, Instead of, turning this heater off, I'm just gonna power it down. I didn't want it heating up, and what ends up happening is it's spoiling my mega spider, so one of the spellopedes is spoiling right now. That's not what I wanted. Meant to install it, so obviously it gets warm enough to spoil food. It's gonna be a good honeypot. You consume your beer too. I'm just gonna keep them there. I want the plasteel. I feel bad about working them so hard, but we'll let them go soon. Alright, Kazumi, you've been a real gourmand pain in my bottom. I'm gonna make you do some extra work. Oh, higher gun leveled up. I hope I don't get any food poisoning as a result of using a new doc. Or new cook, rather. Doctors don't cook. Alright, so filling that in, and we've been doing a pretty good job of filling this in. We're almost done. And then we'll fill in this tube here, and the honey pot will be complete. Another thing I want to do is fill in the overhead mountain area here, too, so that my chem fuel is not somewhere dangerous. And the psychic soothe, awesome. That's going to help Jane's out. Jane's I should probably let go. Yeah, I'm going to let go now. Set them on limited. Yeah, now with that giant harvest of cotton, I can carpet up down here. And that will allow me to incinerate bugs. Very, very efficiently. I don't get why they deliver and not construct. Ooh, we have a party going on. Sorry, Cephalo. You are just so important to me that I need you to do your job in spite of a party. That's just how much faith I have in you and your ability to work. You're just that important to this colony that you can't get any rest. Sarcasm. It's sarcasm. Half of everyone during this party is like asleep. It's kind of funny. Alright, so now the dark part of the chem fuel storage is not overhead mountain, so that there can't be an accidental micro infestation down here. I mean, there still could. It's not a sure thing. The only sure thing is to super cool your base down enough that bugs don't spawn. But I don't really want to live in a icy tomb. It might be Tomb World, but icy tomb sounds bad. Would be bad. I don't want that. Just doing a quick equipment check. Alright, we have a lot of extra weapons here. Other than the sniper rifles. There's 3 sniper rifles, because... Keep that LMG and this. Alright, so let's smelt. Let's start smelting. And then we'll fill in the rest there. Fill in the rest here. Cephalo, quit doing that, man. Build or not build. Don't half build. You're driving me batty. Alright, storage looks good. We have our components. Let's go back to do advanced components. Janes is happily deep mining. Symph, 98%. Ah, just when I'm checking. Good. He'll be recruitable soon. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is butcher creature, insects everywhere, and then make kibble. We have a lot of rice. I'm just going to turn this rice into mass amounts of kibble. Maybe it's silly, but whatever. Alright, smelt weapon. We are going to allow all. Yes, crazy, right? But I have the weapons I don't want smelted forbidden, so there shouldn't be any mistakes as a result. There is a boom rat out here, and he's probably been nibbling. Not that it will always work, but let's try to get the diagonal deadfalls. Where is my other deadfall traps? I uninstalled them. I probably... Oh, yeah, here they are. Let's clear some old radiation paintings that I no longer need. Like, basically all that. That's like the worst place to eat a meal, man. Don't eat there. What's Acid doing? Oh, he's tidying up. Alright, Poppy's starting to smelt. Only have one little piece left to fill in. And I mined out a little bit more space for the extra chem fuel. Soon we'll be turning this chem fuel into shells and have like a large surplus of traps strategically placed around the base. But we're not quite there yet. So what do we want to do? We want to... Here, we want to have weapons, or rather buildings, security, ID, incendiaries. I think incendiaries are probably the best bet. Explosives could be damaging in a way that I am not comfortable with. Whereas incendiaries are not likely to destroy much of anything, as my base is mostly fireproof. But it would slow down raiders and burn them up and not make it all that easy for passage. And in fact, I can ensure that by, you know, I can ensure that it happens by carpeting up certain areas where there are points of ingress for choke points or whatnot. And I could do that on purpose. And probably plan on it, in fact. So having, not only having some nice convenient storage around, but then also having something combustible like a carpet that we can combust on demand. Which means, if you were wondering, floors. Let's do green carpet to match the bugs that we're going to kill. We'll start crafting up that carpet. Alright, let's see. Bed rest, I'm going to lower, because FibMech does not really require bed rest, as far as I'm concerned. And we got a raid. For once, they're cannibals. For once, wait, how are you coming in up there? They're, not separate. Oh, they're potting down? Alright. The cannibals must be a pirate band. Yes, they are. Well, guys, looking at the clock, I'm right around the time that I'd be wrapping up the episode anyway. So this, I'm sorry to say, looks to be a very good cliffhanger. I definitely am able to check off the whole larger central base, even though I locked up some of the area in a barn, but, I think it looks nice. I really do. We have a nice, safe spot for the chickens here. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, you know what to do. Drop me a line. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. To all the people that have been contributing comments, likes, subscriptions, even voting on the polls, thank you for that, and I'll catch you all next time. Adios, all.